Alright, Pretender here, back with another Honkai Startup guide, and today I'm here with the pre-farm guide for Feixiao. This guide will pretty much be taking you over the general stuff that you do need, so the general drops from enemies, books, tracks of destiny, credits, all that kind of stuff. Then we'll obviously go over the traces and also Echo of War, and some relic recommendations and all the stuff you can and cannot farm right now. Do note this does not cover the amount you need for her light cone. It will just be covering the amount you need from getting her to level 1 to level 80. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Before I get to the video, drop a like, drop a sub, hit the bell icon for more videos like this, and let's get straight into it. So starting it off with the general materials you need, books wise you do need about 290 purple books. Credits wise you do need about 3.9 million. For Tracks of Destiny, since she is a 5-star character, you do need 8 Tracks of Destiny. And for the common general materials, she will be using these ones right here. So she will need a total of 56 of the green ones, 71 of the blue ones, and 73 of the purple ones. These are really easy to get. If you're a long-time player, you probably have as much as I do. You can just convert these, you get them from assignments. And so if you're a newer player, just go ahead, kill some enemies around the area because it tells you where you can get them. Obviously, the higher world level, the more drops you'll get. And then also set it to your assignments so you can accumulate them over time, because there is some time until Feixiao, so you do have some time to build this up. So get that out of the way if you don't have that done. So for the Stagnant Shadow Ascension material, unfortunately she will be using a new one that is not accessible yet. It will most likely be dropping with the 2.5 update. So in order to farm her Ascension materials from Stagnant Shadow, you do have to wait until the 2.5 update when they do put that out. So definitely save some refreshes so you can knock that out of the way right as the update drops. However, for the trace material, she actually is going to be using these ones, surprisingly. So not the ones from the regular stuff that we already had, is actually from the Penacony ones for some reason. And just like every other 5-star character, you will need a total of 18 of the green ones, 69 of the blue ones, and 139 of the purple ones. Since, as we do know, traces are absolutely agony to get, make sure to get on this as soon as possible. Since you don't have to worry about the Stagnant Shadow materials, I will just get this out of the way first. For the Echo of War, surprisingly, she is going to be using the one from the Phantilia boss fight, and just like other 5-star characters, she will need a total of 12 of these. I myself am surprised she's not going to be using a new one, but apparently she is going to be using these ones, so you need a total of 12 of these ones for her traces. And now for her relic recommendations. Thankfully, you are actually able to farm her best in slots, and the best one and the most recommended one is going to be the Wind Soaring set. Given 12% attack, giving you 6% crit rate, and when you use a follow-up attack, increases damage dealt by the ultimate by 36% for a turn. Her main damage comes from ultimate damage, so this is going to be really good, and she has a follow-up attack, being able to make use of this full set. So definitely make sure you get a 4-piece of this. If you can't, or you're farming for it, you could just do something like 2-piece of the Soaring set, or that also applies to the Dot set and Musketeers because they all have the attack percent. And then you could do 2-piece of something like the Wind set because it is wind, and as we know, Feixiao is wind, dealing wind damage, so the 2-piece can benefit her as well. And if not that, you could do 2-piece of wind or 2-piece of the attack percents, and you could also do 2-piece of the follow-up set because it does increase damage dealt by the follow-up attack by 20%. And her main source of ultimate damage from one of her traces is going to be considering the ultimate as a follow-up attack. So you can actually benefit off this as well. So doing 2-piece of one of those can be done, but while you do farm, make sure to get the 4-piece because this is going to be her best in slot. For the planet ornaments, her best in slot planet ornament is going to be the Durin set. Since on her best team is mostly going to be a follow attack team, and she herself being able to follow attack decently often, you're going to be able to build up the 5 stacks really quickly. Each stack of merit giving you 5% follow up damage. And once you have 5 stacks, you get a 25% increase to crit damage, so that's going to increase your all damage when you do crit, and then to your follow-up, you're getting a total 25% increase to follow-up damage. So this one is going to be your best in slot. Another one that is going to be better off rip, but falls a little behind, is going to be Inon Solo, because this is going to be, again, just as good as Durin, but falls a bit behind when Durin is fully stacked. Giving you an 8% crit rate increase, and when you have 50% or higher crit rate, you get an increase to ultimate and follow-up attack damage by 15%. As she's able to benefit from both of these, it's even better for her. So this one's going to be better if you just want the straight benefits, no build-up, anything like that. You just go straight, get the max effect. And another set you can actually do, depending on what your build will be Glamoth. Because Feixiao herself is going to be very fast at battle, you can have the 12% increase to attack, and when you do have 135 or 160 speed, you get a 12%/18% damage increase. So 135 gives you 12%, and 160 gives you 18%. For the most part, you probably always will have 135, so you're going to be having that, so it's just a nice damage increase with attack percent. And if you are able to get to 160 speed throughout the battle, you're able to get the better bonus. But even at 135, this is going to be fine. So this is another option you can do. And then another option is just Space Filling Station, giving you a 12% increase, and when you have 120 speed or higher, an additional 12% increase, giving you 24% attack. So this one is just good if you have pieces laying around while you want to farm it, but you definitely want to make sure you get the Durin set or you get Ader's Assault. Just one of those two, because they will both be a lot better than the other options for the most part, because it just, what they buff is going to be your main source of output. So you definitely want to focus on those. Again, Glamouth can be really good, and then Space Filling Station is just kind of the filler, but for the most part, focus on Salsato or Durin. And yeah, that is all you really need to know. Just to reiterate, you need about 290 purple books, 3.9 million credits roughly, 8 tracks of destiny, common materials, these ones right here, you need a total of 56 of the green ones, 71 of the blue ones, and 73 of the purple ones. Again, for the Stagnant Shadow, you cannot actually farm it right now. There's going to be a new one that you will use, so make sure you do save some stamina for that. For the Traces, she's going to be using the ones from Petaconi. You need a total of 18 of the green ones, 69 of the blue ones, and 139 of the purple ones. Echo War, once again, for some reason, is going to be one we already have, so make sure you do have 12 from the Phantilia boss fight for her Traces in order to max them. As for some relic recommendations, the best in slot, once again, is going to be the Wind Soaring set. You want to make sure you have the 4-piece of this, which will be her best in slot. If you can't do that, taking 2-piece of the Wind Soaring set or 2-piece of Dot and Musketeers, because they have the attack percent bonus, you can combine that with 2-piece of the Wind set because it increases wind damage and she will be doing wind damage. And say if you can't do one or the other there, you can take the one you do have, so 2-piece wind or 2-piece of the attack percent, and you can also do 2-piece of the follow-up set, since once again she does have a follow-up attack and her ultimate is considered a follow-up attack, so she can actually benefit from this as well. And then for the planet ornaments, the main one and the best one when it's fully stacked up is going to be the Durin set, because of everything it provides and how easy it is to build up. This one is going to be the best when you do once again stack it up to full. If not, and you just want to have one off rip, Inner Sasato will be better for you because everything it provides is also very beneficial. The Durin set once again does sort of pull ahead when you do have full stacks, but off rip, Sasato will be better. And so if you do just want to use Salsato, that is completely fine. And if you can't do either of those or you're farming for them, if you have some Glamouth pieces, that works. If you are able to hit the speed thresholds, because that's what you want for the damage bonus, which Feixiao is fast, so you'll probably be able to do that. And then if you just have some Space Filling Station pieces laying around for her, you can slap that on until you do have one of the better pieces. So again, really important to note that Durin set is the best one, but you can use Salsato because Durin does pull up a little ahead when you do have max stack. And yeah, that is the pre-farm guide. That is what you need to know. I did find it pretty shocked myself that she does not use like the old hunt materials, because I'm pretty sure that's in just what we had. It just made more sense. And then I was surprised to see that she wasn't using the new boss materials from the weekly stuff. Hope you guys found the video helpful. Let me know if you're going to be pre-farming her or if you're going to be wailing up for her or whatever you're doing. Yeah, that's like I said. Peace out.